I think I forgot how to do an intro. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire if you are new, and thank you so much for joining today. I am so excited to be sitting here right now because it has been a hot minute since we last sat down and did a full makeup video, solely makeup, lots of life updates in this video, and today's makeup look is going to be that glammy bronze look. It's going to be a little bit more on the natural glam side, like no fake lashes or anything, so this is going to be something that anybody can do. And I'm also going to walk you through all of my favorite makeup products for summer. These are some new makeup products, some old faithfuls, and I'm really just excited to get glam with you guys and tell you guys all of my life updates at the same time. And I have missed doing makeup videos so much, and we'll kind of walk through why I've kind of like taken like the step back from the makeup side of things. And just also to let you know, we are fully back in it. I have completely fallen in love with makeup. That's kind of why I started my channel, mostly was to share makeup, and I just like love sharing my everyday favorites. So today we're gonna do some glam. I bought these cutie patootie pajamas at Target yesterday, and they are so comfy, and I'm obsessed. Also, this necklace is from the M Jewelers. I got this a few months ago. It has a T for Tyler, and these earrings are from like high school. They're Tory Burch. I'm like back in my old Tory Burch jewelry phase, which I have not bought Tory Burch jewelry in a long time, but I love their stuff. I'm like sweating. I just refilmed the intro for this video like 10 times because I forgot how to talk, and I'm just so excited that we finally got that out of the way. Nothing like some good old water with lemon. Okay, also going to attempt to film a little TikTok while we're doing this. How cute is my phone case though? I got it from Amazon, and also the little Octo Buddy thing is from Amazon. I'm obsessed. Okay, just filmed a little TikTok intro, and if you have been following me on TikTok, you know that I have been trying to post a lot more. I posted every day during the month of June, and I kind of messed it up last week when we went on vacation to North Carolina, which I'm really not even all that mad about, but just from posting every day in June, I got like 80 new followers on TikTok, so I highly recommend trying that. This is the Morphe Jumbo Continuous Prep and Set Mist. I have been using this for years. I really want to try the One Size spray. They are always sold out at Sephora though, every time I go. And then L'Oreal sent me this brow lamination gel. It is up to 24 hours. This is the most serious brow gel I have ever used in my life. Like, it actually look, like it just like holds it down. Well, I mean, it's a lamination gel more than just like a regular brow gel, so I like to really start with my brows when doing my makeup, and I've been using this pretty much for the past week, I would say. And we are going to do this first and then go back in and fill in my brows because they are a little sparse. So I've had so much going on lately in my life. Like, really, I have been so busy. I've had so many things happen, and all mostly good things. The big negative thing that's happened, I feel like every time I start some form of a fitness journey or challenge with myself, which I love doing challenges, I feel like it just makes life fun, like challenging yourself to either try new things or stick to a schedule, whether it be from 75 hard, which you guys know I've done twice, or just randomly creating little challenges for myself. Like, I tried this 100-day glow up, which I did for the most part, but basically back in October, I got back in my YouTube phase where I was posting every single week again. Super excited about that. And then my boyfriend and I, we had an apartment basically in downtown Birmingham, Alabama, which is where I live, and we found mold in our apartment, and we dealt with the biggest nightmare of people management, the company that owns the apartment building. Like, everybody involved in that apartment is truly just horrible, and I still have not gotten a full update of where we stand with our apartment. And so we have temporarily been living with my boyfriend's family, and they have been so generous in letting us stay here, and we've been staying here since the beginning of November. It's just really frustrating that the apartment, basically, it was their fault that we had mold. It was due to a leak in the building, and then also they did not maintain proper care of our air vents. There was mold all in our air vents. Just the most disgusting, nasty, toxic, horrible mold. We had someone come out and test. I have photos, I have evidence. We lost all of our furniture, clothes, food. We lost like thousands of dollars worth of food, and that part alone, like, yeah, furniture, clothes, that's a big deal. But like, we had just gone grocery shopping when all of this started, like at Costco, and we had to throw everything away. Like, mold growing in our kitchen cabinets, mold growing in the bathroom, mold growing on the ceiling. And it all started like overnight. Basically, they just wanted to take some little Windex and spray it and wipe it off, and wanted us to move on and be okay with that. Also, this is my Maybelline brow pencil. It's just what I always use. Basically, they got mad at us because we were not okay with them just leaving the mold in our apartment, and they were like, y'all are being dramatic, like it's just mold. essentially is like how it all went down. Basically, it's not over. Like, I'm not going to stop pursuing this because we lost everything, and we have been temporarily living like basically 45 minutes south of Birmingham, so not anywhere near my boyfriend's work, not anywhere near our social life. So we have spent so much money on gas, trying to go see our friends, trying to be a part of all of the social groups that we're a part of. So anyway, that happened back in October, which kind of put a pause on my YouTube then. And then January, I was going to basically get my life together with fitness again, because those like 2 months of the holidays really caught up with me, because I was just so stressed over this mold situation. We had moved, we just had a lot going on. And then in January, I got sick like the last week of December, and I stayed sick up until March. Like, I don't even know what sickness I had. I went to the doctor like 3 or 4 times, and they were like, this is just like a new virus going around. I got tested for everything, and they were like, you just have a virus. And I was like, I don't know what that means. Like, cough, like everything. And it was horrible, but it's all good. I got better. And then in March, what happened in March? And then from March until now, some other stuff happened, but the latest update is that 3 weeks ago, I was at my boyfriend's softball game, and I had worked out earlier in the day, and my knees were kind of hurting me a little bit, but when I went to get up from the bleachers, he was standing right beside me. I heard a pop in my knee, and he heard it too when I just like stood up, and I was like, did you hear that? Like, that hurt really bad. And when I went to walk, it was like I was like limping, and I was like, oh my gosh, I broke something. I don't know what just happened. Spent $500 on an MRI, got an x-ray, went to the knee doctor, and they told me that I have severe arthritis in my knees. And I just know, like, I know I probably do have arthritis because I was a cheerleader for all through middle and high school, and I think I have it in my back too, like all that. But like, this is like an injury. And also, this is the e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. I like to put this on before I put on my foundation. But basically, I know for a fact I have arthritis. Like, I get that. He told me like there's no doubt. So he gave me some arthritis medicine. However, like, it's not helping. And if you looked at my knee right now, it looks like a cantaloupe. Like, it's so swollen. And it's really annoying because I don't know how to get better without spending oodles of dollars just for them to tell me I have arthritis. Also, another thing I want to say, this e.l.f. Complexion Duo brush is amazing. It's under $10. I got it from Target. I have another brush right here, the buffing foundation brush. These two brushes I'm obsessed with. I have another one of these that I've had for a while, and I went to Target the other day and bought another one because I was it's kind of like old and nasty. But anyway, I basically hurt it again this past Monday. It like popped again, and it's like it hurts to walk. It's so swollen. I've tried like icing it every single day. I've been taking my medicine, and nothing is really like fully helping. So I really want to go to another doctor, but like I'm not paying $500 for another MRI for them to tell me it's nothing. So like I feel super stuck. So if you've ever had to deal with something like this before, let me know. But my boyfriend has been super awesome in trying to help me like rehab it basically, and it hurts. It hurts really bad. So that's why I've kind of just been like all over the place with content. However, at the same time, during the whole month of June, I'm really proud of myself because I did manage to post on TikTok every day, and I'm trying to like stay consistent with my other channels as well. Also, I've just been trying to share more on TikTok about my journey with social media, especially with YouTube, because you guys, like, YouTube has like truly changed my life. Like, videos that I've posted like 3-4 years ago are still getting views and are still getting me opportunities to this day to work with brands, which is like something I've always loved doing. And it's also led me to getting opportunities to help other people with their brands, which I can also talk about. But the foundation that I love, this is my self tan foundation. I need to get another one for my regular color. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Velaris. Difficult word to say. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand. I feel like I look really like a little bit too glowy, but this will help with that. But yeah, so I have basically been in the process of thinking about starting my own little side business LLC for media, because I have gotten a lot of demand for it. So basically, if you guys don't know, I don't know if I've really shared it on here, I actually manage and edit a podcast. It's called The Shoulder Pad, and I would love for you to go follow us on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook. and everywhere you find podcasts and YouTube. But basically, my boyfriend's uncle was in the NFL, and he has a podcast called The Shoulder Pad, and it's dedicated mostly to, oh, got foundation all in my hair, mostly to helping talk to people that are retired football players and talking about their journey after the NFL, which is such an interesting and cool thing to hear about when you don't really think about that. Like when athletes play their last game and like put their cleats up for the last time, it's really hard on them because that was like their whole life, especially if they went on to play professional sports. And basically the podcast focuses on speaking with these people about their experiences after football, and the whole message is everything is football and it's always game time, because football is kind of like an analogy to life, and it's also kind of a faith-based podcast, and it's really interesting. Like, I'm a girl, I like sports, but like I'm not like a football connoisseur, but at the same time, like, I really enjoy listening to this podcast and hearing these men talk about mental health and their faith and just the things that they have gone through after they thought they lost their purpose, which they thought was football. So highly recommend going and checking that out. I've also gotten some other inquiries from people wanting me to help them with their social media for their small businesses, and I'm trying to learn myself. So next we have the Bright Future Concealer from Sephora. I really probably need a new concealer, but this is just what I've been using for months, and it's kind of my go-to. I have gotten some inquiries from people wanting me to help them, whether it be with influencer marketing for their business or social media growth, editing, helping them just overall grow their brand. And it's something that I didn't realize how much I actually do know about social media and growth, like from a businessy perspective, not just from an influencer perspective. And it's something that I've really been thinking about for a long time, just starting my own small media business that helps small brands with that. I would love to get involved with like local businesses in Birmingham and helping them with their content on social media. So that's something that I've been working on because I don't really know where to start with that. And so basically this upcoming weekend, I'm going to carve out time to really just learn the whole process of doing that. So more to come on that, hopefully. And this little random palette I got from Amazon, it's blush and contour. I got it to help people with prom makeup, and it got really good reviews, and I have honestly been loving it. I've been using it pretty much every day, and it's just a really good blendable cream contour palette. I think there's one from, is it NARS, that came out not that long ago, and I'm using that old brush to blend out the contour. That's what I've been just using it for the most part. But yeah, I'm really excited because I love side hustles. I love starting new things. I love trying new things. And I feel like I've just been in kind of like a creative rut for a while, and just getting these opportunities with editing the podcast and growing my own social media and working with more brands. And I've also been doing like some UGC content, which is new for me, and it's all been like just really exciting, and it feels like God's telling me that I need to pursue it a little bit further because I keep getting opportunities falling in my lap without me even like searching them out, which is something I've never really been able to say before. But lately I've just been like, God, is this like what you want me to start doing? Because I want to, but I've always been scared. We're gonna take that leap of faith and really try to go for it. I'm gonna go into this really pretty blush color in here. I'm actually gonna go ahead and top that with this. It's kind of a deeper shade, but it gives you a little bit more of a bronzy effect rather than that bright pink, and it's just so pretty. Gives you that pinky, subtle, not even subtle, like rosy glow. I feel like I go through phases like once a year where I have like a full established makeup routine that I don't really stray from, and I kind of want to like fully get like a whole new set of makeup because a lot of my makeup products, I mean, these are all so far like fairly new, but for the most part, like my highlighters, my eyeshadows, like they've all been like things that I've used forever. And another thing I really like to do is set my makeup in between stages. So now that we have all the cream base, before we go in with that powder, I'm gonna go ahead and set my whole face. Also, before powder, this Ease Droplet All Over Glow Enhancer in Pink Pearl from Fenty. I got this a few years ago, I think in a FabFitFun box, and I didn't really use it for anything besides like under foundation, just as like a primer almost. And I have like basically rediscovered it over the last few months to a point where I'm going to be so sad when I run out. and I have been using this mostly as just my only highlighter, and I'm obsessed. Like, it's so pretty. I got a little bit too much over here, but never put it on top of powder because it will break you up a little bit, and I have made that mistake quite a bit, so almost forgot it again. And it just gives you like that perfect beachy glow. It's also pretty like just on skin, like you don't have to even wear foundation with it. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. Ulta only had a mini one the other day, and I desperately needed it, and I did not have time to go to Sephora. Also, these little triangle things, whatever you call them, why can I not think of what this is called, I got from Amazon as well. And I'm just gonna put this under my eyes. I'm gonna be outside a little bit today, so I really want to make sure I don't melt away. I'm gonna dust it off a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with some bronzer. This is an example, like I would love a new bronzer. If you have recommendations, let me know, because my two bronzers are this like 3-year-old bronzer from Physicians Formula and this like 4 to 5-year-old bronzer from Jaclyn Cosmetics. And it's just like one of those things where like I love these bronzers, so it's like I don't need a new one, but I also like do YouTube and do TikTok, and I love reviewing new things, but I don't want to buy things if I'm not going to use them because I love these. But if you guys let me know, what do I need? I would buy a new one. Speaking of something new, I am so excited for fall coming up. Like, I feel like every time we are entering like towards a new season, I just get like butterflies in my stomach, especially when fall is the next one we have coming up. Because like I was so excited for summer this year. I felt like for the first time really I ever have faced like a winter rut, and I normally love winter. I love Christmas time. I love it because it's my birthday. I love being cold. I love the clothes you get to wear in the winter. But this year, I don't know what it is. I guess it was because I was sick for most of the winter, and I was just like stressed about this whole mold thing that like, so one of my videos in October was like me decorating and shopping for like fall decor for my apartment. And then like a few weeks later, the whole apartment was taken over with mold. And so we lost all of that decor that I spent hundreds of dollars on. And so I just kind of went into a little rut from that point on, and it really stinks. Basically, we are trying to save up and just get in a good spot financially, so that way we can either get a house. We also are really interested in buying like rental properties. That is something that has been on my bucket list forever, and currently I have no money to put towards that, so I'm trying to get in a place where I can, because I have always wanted to be not just like financially independent as my person, but like with Tyler, who's my boyfriend, we have always like talked about like our goals and dreams, and like doing that is something that's always been consistent with our like thought process of like what we want to do. Like, we would love to just own like a bunch of Airbnbs, and like to get started you have to just start. So we're saving for that. We're saving for a house. I'm gonna go in with this blush though in this palette. This is the Pixie Beauty Honey Nectar. It's kind of like this really pretty pinky peachy blush. I'm just gonna go on top of that liquid blush that we already have. So I love my Tyler, and he is currently also doing social media. Tyler's actually like grown like 3,000 followers on Instagram, which is way more growth than I've had. He posts like Instagram reels every single day. He's really good at posting stories. He posts lots of fitness content, golf content, clothing content, and Tyler's just really good at video editing, like way better than me. So it's something that like we have kind of grown together, and we've always been interested in. And that is one thing I really love about him, is that he doesn't think that social media is weird, because I feel like a lot of guys out there like either get mad at their girlfriends for posting so much, or just like don't want to be in the camera. But I'm so happy that I found someone that is so similar to me in that way, and we both like enjoy making content, and it's also, we are starting to see the fruits of our labor, and I'm excited for him to start getting like his own brand deals and his own opportunities with social media, because he does work so hard that I want to see him have that growth. And he's also in the process of starting his own LLC for his personal training. And it's going to be basically this big umbrella brand, which I'm really excited about, so I'll let him share more of that. I made a little poll on my Instagram a few months ago where I was going to do a little interview with Tyler on here. Not an interview, but like get to know my boyfriend, and we still have not filmed that. But I did get some good questions, so I think I'm just going to make him film that maybe this weekend. This is where we're getting into the part where it's like, girl, get you a new eyeshadow palette. Like, I really just need to go to the store and just buy like a go-to palette. But since we're going for like a bronzy look, I'm going to use this Natasha Denona Glam palette to start off. I may like change some things up, but I just feel like this is the most up-to-date palette I have, which is crazy. I'm looking at like a Jaclyn Cosmetics Valentine's Day palette I think I've had since college, but I love that palette. My Jaclyn Hill 1 and 2 palettes are in front of me. this old Jeffree Star, which I'm not even a Jeffree Star fan. This palette was just like really pretty, but I think we're gonna start with, actually, I don't even know if I feel like this palette is really dark for what I'm wanting, but I'm gonna go in the shade Blend right here. So we're just gonna like kick this off with this. Hopefully this works out. I'm trying to think, okay. The next thing I was gonna talk about is weight loss and what I have been doing, because I feel like I am the person, and I feel like even with myself, I get annoyed hearing it. I'm always talking about like gaining weight, losing weight, like all of that, but I feel like as women we just have it harder. Like, I'm sorry, we have it really hard when it comes to our bodies overall, and it's something that I know is a sensitive subject, so I'm not really gonna get super into it. But I have really been trying to fix my relationship with my body and with food and with everything in between, and I feel as though as I've gotten older, as I've become a woman, I'm almost 28 now, I feel like I have gotten into a place where I'm just so much more confident than I was in college. Even though I might have been skinnier or whatever, I just feel like I'm at a point where I don't care as much as I did. Like, I'm finally like, this is my body, like this is what I gotta stop complaining about it, and if there's something I want to change, that's okay too. Like, I have the right to change it. But I have gotten to a place where I'm just so much happier with what I see in the mirror despite everything. Like, I'm not where I want to be. So I am trying to work on some things, but I don't like get as emotional about it as I used to. Like, it used to consume my every thought, and it still does consume a majority of my thoughts, but we have gotten into a better place and a lot more of a healthy place. So with that being said, I have been trying to do things over the last really 6 months, but really heavy in the last 3 months, because like I said, from January to March, like I was just like a zombie. Like, I was so sick every single day. Like, there was not a day during that timeline where I just did not feel like I had the flu. And then after that, I kind of changed everything. I'm gonna go in with this deeper smoky shade, but I basically, over the last 3 months, I have made lots and lots and lots of changes to my overall diet. I have not been on a diet, but I have made a lot of tweaks to what I'm eating during the day, especially on the weekdays, and I have been doing quite a bit of things. Number one, I have been trying to get 10,000 steps a day, or if not, like 8,000 steps at least. And if there are days where I'm not getting those steps, then I try to make up for it the next day and just do a little bit more. And I have realized that it is not about working your booty off in the gym as much as you think, and how everybody says it really is about nutrition. It's like 80% nutrition. They're right, unfortunately, and like, I hate that they're right, but it really is all about what you eat. And one thing I've realized that has helped me with my cravings and not feeling like I have to have a sweet treat after every single meal, or at least like even every single day, has been prioritizing protein. So apparently what you're supposed to do is try to get 1 gram of protein per goal body weight. So for me, everybody's different. I have been trying to hit that protein goal. So say you want like 130 grams of protein, like for 130 pounds, like it can be different for everybody. So like, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just saying. So I try to get at least over 100 grams of protein a day, which can be very hard, but I have shared a lot of recipes over on TikTok of things that I've been eating. One thing, like pasta salad, like I've been eating protein pasta salad pretty much every single day for lunch, with either like baked chicken or fish. I've been eating these protein yogurt bowls every day, and basically during the weekdays I'm getting so much protein that it's keeping me from snacking. And in doing so, over the last couple of months, I have lost 14 pounds. And it's also just been like being nicer to myself. Like, I had Chick-fil-A for dinner last night. I had chicken nuggets earlier today, like from Publix, like, and I'm not sweating it because I know it's basically like calories in versus calories out. Like, you just need to be in a calorie deficit, and that's like the biggest thing. And it can be really hard, but you have to make sure, like, a lot of the times I used to be like, dang, I know for a fact I'm in a calorie deficit, why am I not losing weight? It's because I actually wasn't in a calorie deficit. Like, there's things like olive oil. Olive oil has like a ton of calories, and like when you're cooking with so much of it, it can be very calorie dense. Same thing like dressings and sauces, switching like little things out from like whole mayo to like light mayo, or using more Greek yogurt for protein and less calories. Even like whole Greek yogurt versus like the low fat Greek yogurt, significant difference in calories. And just really counting my protein and my calories and looking at how many calories I'm burning a day has really been a big game changer. So if you're someone that's like trying to be on the road to getting fit, just try that. Try to actually pay attention to how many calories you're eating, prioritize your protein, drink more water, like they say. Like, it's really hard sometimes, but you gotta do it. Also, I'm gonna go into this Lancome Louvre palette. This is a little gold shade in here, but I have been also prioritizing my sleep, and I know that sounds like really stupid, but like, when I tell you for the longest time I was getting 5 to 6 hours of sleep a night, waking up at 4:30, going to the gym, and just overall just feeling burnt out, like feeling like every day during my lunch break I would have to take a nap. Like, I would be so tired I couldn't keep my head up and my eyes open. But I have been working out from home. So another thing, I need to get back to this on TikTok, but we have been renovating the garage at my boyfriend's parents' house into an at-home gym, and once my boyfriend gets his license for training, he's gonna start training people here, and I am so excited because it's looking so good in there. We have a lot of room to grow and fix it up even more, but we are at like such a good starting spot that he has worked so hard, and we've just had like a couple little financial setbacks. Like, I had to get an MRI, and then he had to get his car fixed, and there's just been like, we've gone on like some trips and stuff, so we're kind of trying to get back into a good place financially so we can really invest in the gym and make it nice and get stuff that we can take with us when we leave. Obviously a little bit has changed. I went ahead and did my liner off camera. I just did like a little basic winged liner, and it took way too long because I haven't done one in a minute, like fully. And then I went in with some black pencil. I just used the KVD tattoo liner. It's what I've always used. And then I cannot find the corresponding waterline pencil, so this is from Wander Beauty. I also think this came in like an Ipsy box a few years ago, and I've just been using it since. But now I'm gonna curl my lashes. Another thing that's also been helping like with weight loss overall has been just overall cutting back on sweets. Surprise, surprise. I was in a habit of eating like a sweet treat every single night, and like whether it be true fruit or candy or like a cupcake, whatever was like around, a cookie. I've really switched that to eating like an apple with like PB2 Fit, or like berries. There's just been like random little things that I've been eating more of, like fruits and stuff, that has really kind of changed my overall like taste buds, where like I don't even really drink coffee as much anymore. Well, I take that back. I've been getting myself like coffee shop coffee like 1 day a week, and I have not really had like Dunkin' and Starbucks. That's kind of crazy I said that because I did do a Dunkin' video on my TikTok literally just the other day. But I've been trying to cut back on just those things because I was getting them like either every day, every other day. And it was just like too much, and I started like not liking it the more I started eating better. Like, I stopped liking those sugary drinks as much, and something about like a local coffee shop will always hit different, and I'll always love that like taste. But it was just like, it was getting a little too much. We do have a new mascara. This is from Maybelline. It is the Lash Sensational Firework Mascara. I randomly picked it. Hopefully it's good. Okay, I went ahead and put on mascara on the bottom as well. I just felt like that would be a little bit more efficient. Overall, I'm really loving this mascara. It's very like spidery mascara. And now I'm gonna put a little bit of lip liner on. This is Peekaboo Neutral from NYX, another like old classic. Like, literally all of my lip liners come from Jaclyn Cosmetics, NYX, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of sad because I think all of my favorite lipsticks are in my car right now. So I'm going to go in this one by MAC Cosmetics in Reverence. It's just like a light pink. And then I'm going to top it with some lip gloss because I just really don't love a neutral lip on me. Like, I never have. Even on my wedding day, I'm not going to have like a neutral lip. Like, I just can't do it. It does not... Like, I feel like I look 40 years old, but when I add some gloss, which this is the Lifter Gloss from Maybelline, it's in bubblegum, and it's just like this bright fun pink that I feel like you can top on anything, and it just makes everything so much more fun. Right now, I feel like myself, like I have a pink lip. Another example of a highlighter that like I have not updated in forever, the Jaclyn Cosmetics Baked Highlighter. You cannot get this anymore. It is a classic. It's gonna go down in history. I love it so much. I wish she never went out of business. One thing about me, I am ride or die for Jaclyn Hill, and I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the shade Gleam. I love her so much. I love her everything. Like, I love her taste, I love her style, I love her aesthetic, I love her decor. I love her, like, just following her life. Like, I love her Instagram stories. I love her Amazon hauls. She just really is like a vibe to me. You know those people that you're like really happy for that are not you necessarily? Jaclyn's one of those people like I've never met. I have interacted with her one time on Twitter, and that was like a really cool moment, but she's just someone that I'm really happy for and proud of without even knowing her. And there's like a couple people out there like that, but I'm just like so happy for her life right now, and it just really makes me happy. There is someone standing right in front of my window. Okay, I'm gonna go finish getting ready, but this is the overall makeup look, I think. So finally we are done.